Hi Team Sunkissed. I am so excited to get to chat with you today. This is made especially for you in honor of your amazing Cincy mama, Stacy. I know she's been super sick this week, and so I'm crazy excited that I get to hang out with you for just a little bit. I want to chat with you about follow-up and why it's so super important, and maybe some outside of the box ideas that you can use to really be effective in reaching out to your customers, your past or previous customers, but then also how to come across not aggressive. We know that the end result hopefully is going to be another order or a referral, or maybe even that they will host or join. But how do you get from where you are now to get them to the place where they do want to order from you again, host or join? Make sense? Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna give you a little bit about me first. Again, my name is Laura Godwin. I live in Georgia, far, far away from your beautiful, amazing Cincy mama. I was just telling her today, we were chatting, and I was like, you know what? God better have us next door neighbors in heaven. He owes us that because he let us find each other on earth and become these amazing friends that we are. And it's just mean that we live so far away. So that's a side story, but I do adore her. I started Cincy almost 11 years ago. February 2nd will be 11 years. It just gets better and better. And I hope that that is your story as well. If it isn't, then I challenge you to find your tribe in Cincy. And I promise you, if you surround yourself with people that are enjoying their Cincy journey and growing and connecting, then you are going to have the time of your life too. You're going to hit milestones and grow yourself and of course your Cincy business as well. I just joined for the kids. Any other kidnappers watching? Yep, that's all I wanted. We were in serious financial difficulties, a lot of credit card debt, a lot of just sadness because things had just not gone, even though we were working our butts off and each of us had 2 jobs. Just wasn't happening. My little boy was 2, and I'm not a salesman. When Cincy came into my life, it was just because I loved candles. It wasn't because I thought I was going to turn into this amazing direct sales person and I was going to have a huge team. No. Mama just wanted the kits. And I actually wanted more Cincy than what I could afford. So the starter kit was my way of getting my hands on a lot of testers that I could melt down if I wanted to. I knew that back then it was 3 months. I knew that there was no way on earth I was gonna be able to sell $200 in one of 3 months. And so I went into it with very low expectations, but what I underestimated was my absolute love for Cincy and everybody else's. See, my job was just to get them hooked. And if I got them hooked, then my job was just to stay convenient. I needed to make myself convenient so that it was easy for them to reorder from me. And I got really good at doing those 2 things. And then people started asking me to join Cincy. And then I started realizing, wow, this thing is actually going to take off. Even with my lack of salesman ability, even with my super intimidated and shy and introverted type personality, I was just going to thrive at this Cincy thing because it had nothing to do with my skill, had nothing to do with my natural set of abilities. It had everything to do with Cincy, had everything to do with my effort, yes. But as long as I was seeing a return, I didn't mind putting in the work. And so I worked my butt off. Hit director in 6 months, superstar director a year later. I've earned every annual incentive trip since I started Cincy. I mean, guys, I love what I do. I wake up every single day feeling so blessed and honored and excited to get to serve my customers and my team. And I just feel like every part of this is a gift. Every stinking part of it. So that is a little bit about me. I've been married for 15 years. I am a mom to now 13-year-old Luke. He was 2 when I started, you guys. I am fur mama to some rescues. Gus is our miniature schnauzer, I should say. Lulu is our outside rescue. She's a lab. And I'm saying this all wrong, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I love animals. I just love life. And so I want to chat with you a little bit, moving on, about why you should follow up. You already know. Do you know why you should follow up? Because the money is in the follow up. Like, I pretend that I don't really really, I can't claim my customers until they've bought from me twice. So they may have purchased from me because they found me on an online search. They may have ordered from me because they ran across my name from a craft fair. They may have ordered from me because they happened to be at the party that their best friend was hosting or whatever. That doesn't count. I don't even count that. It's a gift, it's a blessing, but they're not mine. So I write their name down on a index card, all their information, even what they bought, all that, okay? And then I work really hard to get that second order. And now we have Amy, which I love and adore. And oh my gosh, it makes my life so easy. Oh, and it's so fun and just super simple. Technology just makes us smile. But, and so I do use my Post-it card because I just love to kill trees. Yes. And, but I also love using Amy because it just, the functionality is super fun and great and it's there. You know what I mean? Like it's there when I'm sitting waiting for my meal to arrive at a restaurant. It's there whenever I'm, waiting on Luke to get finished up playing basketball or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Amy is just there. And I love it so much for that. But regardless of how or what method you use to follow up is important. Okay. It is the lifeblood to your future success in Scentsy. All right. And so I want to lay out that first, but I also want to say that you need to set the expectations well whenever you're following up. So when I follow up with someone, I do not think in my mind that they will order that weekend. If they do, that's a bonus. But I set that expectation up to know that I may have to follow up with them up to 4 or 5 times before they actually consider buying from me again. And I'm okay with that because guess what? I'm that person too. I realize that it may take me a few times of hearing someone's name or getting a response from them to buy again. I don't shop for myself a lot. I don't buy myself things. And so I just go into it thinking I'm gonna have to work hard for this woman's trust or for this dude's, next order. Okay. So I want you to also think about that too. Think about the fact that you're not going to send one text and have, $100 order sitting in your inbox as a new personal website order. You're not going to get that email after one text. Now you might, but that would be maybe a 1 in 50 chance or odds. Okay. So set that expectation at well. And then this is not about you. I'll say that part again. This is not about you. It's not about us. A lot of times when we follow up, we only have us in mind. And I'm telling you, it makes you think different, speak different. It changes the tone of your voice. It matters on the inside why you're reaching out to someone. They can tell it. A lot of times people say, Laura, why do you have so many customers? How is your PRV so high each month? Guys, I can say that I do everything probably not as good as what other people do. I'm constantly in awe of your Scentsy Mama's Happy Mail. She's so creative. The combinations that she puts together, colors and products with different things. Oh my gosh, it's seriously top notch, okay? She inspires not just me, but pretty much everybody in Scentsy. And I'm telling you that sometimes I think to myself, oh man, I'm not that great with that kind of stuff. I'm not even really that great with wording things. Like I write something out or type it out and then I look at it again and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. And with the text, you can't get it back. And so that's why I love Amy too, because we can save the format, the, scripted text. We can write it one time and it go to different people. Oh, I'm thankful for that because I do struggle with that. I'll read something back to myself and think, oh my gosh, what was I doing? Like, that sounds terrible. I sound like I don't have a brain in my head. Okay, so the point of my story is that I might not be the greatest at, the tutti frutti fun packages. I might not be able to word things like a super educated person. I may not have those things going for me, but what I can have, and at the end of the day, maybe the only thing that truly, truly makes a difference is that I am genuinely, authentically reaching out to my customers with them in mind. I want to be their Scentsy girl. Why? Because I know that I've got their best interests at heart. They are safe with me. I am going to take care of them. I am not going to leave anything to chance. I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to take care of them and show them that I appreciate them. I can't say that for every Scentsy consultant in my zip code or in my state or, in the world. And so I go into it confident that I'm the best one to take care of them because I feel like God put us together and our paths crossed for a reason. I'm going to do my part to be their amazing Scentsy girl. Okay? So I have a job to do. If I want that to be the end result, then I need to make sure that I'm reaching out to them with them in mind. I want to ask you to think and consider the idea of knowing the because before you ever reach out to someone. I don't care if it's through Amy or if it's just a random text message that you actually type out each time. Or my favorite thing to do, this is a tip, my favorite thing to do is to just hop on Messenger, press that little microphone button, and get to town. You smile when you talk. You ask them about how they're doing first, so that what that might look like is, hey, little Debbie, it's Laura, your Scentsy girl. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since I've caught up with you. I hope all is well. Hope you guys have been able to get through winter without too much sickness, and I hope it's sunny where you are. I'm reaching out because, and then what do you say next? That is so crucial. Why are you reaching out to them? Are you prepared to answer that question before you ever start the conversation? I don't know. But I find that if I know the because before I start the conversation, I feel so much more at ease at starting that follow-up conversation. I feel so much more at ease at, like the introvert in me is already like kicking and screaming and wanting to choke me out, okay? But if I can just know the because, I feel like I just get a little bit more brave. I'm reaching out to you because we're in a big sale. And I know it's been a while since you've ordered, and I just don't want you to be sitting there with empty Scentsy warmers whenever you could have fresh stuff for super cheap. Do you want a link to my online party I have going right now? Or if they're local, I would say, would you like a list of some things that I have in stock ready to go right now? Guys, it's all about your heart and where your heart is when you're reaching out to people. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to listen to a message or to read a message and wonder what your motive is. And if your motive is wrong and you're not looking to serve their needs and to help them achieve something that they are after, like I know that Clean Breeze worked wonders on your cat's litter box area, and I just want to make sure that you never run out. And we're in a sale right now, so I had to reach out to you and make sure you knew. It's seriously that simple. It's seriously that simple. Or I know you always take the trip to the lake house in the spring, and I just wanted to make sure that you knew that all of our cleaning supplies and our Scentsy wax is on sale right now, and I just was thinking of you and wanted to reach out to see if you needed anything. I mean, guys, on that little index card, I write little specific things about my customers so that as I follow up, I'm not just a robot. I'm actually seeing to their needs. Yes, I'm going to get a paycheck. We're so lucky. Yes, I am going to get trip points. I'm going to get, oh my gosh, whatever, all the things. I'm going to have a customer for life. They are going to tell their sister-in-law about it, or their next door neighbor, or their coworker. I am going to be blessed over and over. But if I start my conversation and start the idea of following up with that end in mind, I'm probably not going to see the same results that I'm wanting to see. I'm not going to see the same result as what I would if I had a more authentic and genuine outlook towards reaching out to them. Boy, this is super simple stuff, you guys, but I'm telling you what, I want you to go. I want you for 1 week to reach out to 3 people every single day, and I want you to check your motive. And do not start that conversation unless you know the because and you have the end result of helping them as the focus and as the reason behind why you're doing this. Yes, you can wow them with Happy Mail. I mean, my whole craft desk right here is full of the cutest washi tape. Well, it's cute to me. And look at these. I just feel like Stacy would so approve of this shiny funness right here that's going to be glitter bombed in all of the packages. I mean, I'm just like on point with all the happy that's about to go out. I mean, my Scent and Warmer of the Month flyers are ready. Everything's ready. But guys, if I'm packaging this up and if I'm reaching out and following up with my customers with the end result of it blessing me in mind, then I really think that I'm not going to see the right outcome, and the potential is going to be far, far lower. So for 1 week, 3 customers a day, I don't care if they ordered from you last spring. That's great. That's your because. It's been an entire year since I've heard from you, Sarah Lee. I just know you must be out of Scentsy, and we're in a huge sale, and I was thinking about you and wanted to reach out. It's just like that. Put yourself on their side. Think of things through their eyes. If you were the one getting that message about an order that you had placed a year ago, what would you want or need that conversation to sound like to make you consider buying again? And then be that person. I am so blessed to have been able to come and chat with you. I hope something inspired you in our talk today. I hope that you found a little bit of something that ignited you in your soul, a shot in the arm that makes you want to follow up a little bit differently from here on out. I can't wait to hear your success stories. Take care.